Hey guys, hope everybody's doing great out there. Today, we're going to talk about gear, but a little bit different. We're going to talk about pants. Now, you may not be that excited about pants, but if you clicked on the video, you must be because it's in the title. But I've done a lot of research in regard to pants. I used to be just a blue jeans guy for many years, and that's fine. I like blue jeans. They're very durable and they're comfortable, especially if they are a few years old and have been washed, dozens and dozens of times. But anyway, there's a lot more options out there, and I've found that I tend to not wear blue jeans as much as I used to because there's so many things I need now that I used to not care about. One is EDC, what you're going to carry on you every day, the pocket layout, the type of pockets, how many pockets, where they're located. Just like to compartmentalize everything and know where it is and be consistent in its placement. We all have cell phones, and obviously that's something you have to carry on you every day too, so that's important. You don't really want to put it in your back pocket and set on it, so there's pants out there that make that a little bit more convenient. Okay, so we're going to talk about a few different groups, let's say. Everyday pants, working type pants outside, something that's a little bit durable, more durable than the average pant. And then something that's lighter and flexible for hiking. I wear shorts most of the time in the summertime, but wintertime, I still want something flexible that's comfortable for colder weather. And then there's the tactical pants. I've got a pair of those I'm going to show you today that have, gazillion pockets. They're very strategic, well thought out. Just something a little different for those types of needs. So anyway, hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. Okay, here we go. First pant I'm going to show you is the Vertx Delta Stretch 2.1. I'll be honest, this is my favorite pair of pants. I didn't want to save the best for last. I wanted to jump right into it. And there's many reasons for this. One is I love the weight. It's about a medium weight fabric. It's they're called their four-way stretch, which is very comfortable. I mean, you can bend in these. It's got the articulated knees like a lot of them do, but the fabric itself is just got a lot of give to it. So what that allows me to do is actually go down in a size, which makes everything else fit even a little bit better. So I'm typically a 34 by 34. In this pant, I can go with a 33 by 34. Gives a little bit more snug of a fit, but has a lot of give, like I said. So as far as if you're concealed carrying, I carry appendix. It still gives me a lot of room to put a holster in. So love this fabric. So let's look at the pockets. This is usually what separates the good from the bad, in my opinion. And like I said, very deep pockets, a lot of give, so it's not binding. Very deep pockets. They are mesh, which is also good. And each of the pockets have a little connecting clip there where you can put, your keys or a lanyard of some type. I never do that, but it's there if that's what you do, if that's what you like to do. And the thing I love about these pockets, these front pockets, is the cut. A typical blue jeans, type cut just kind of is shorter and tighter. This allows you, when you're attaching a knife, a multi-tool, or flashlight, it still gives you enough room to get your hand in there very comfortably without being too tight. So I really like that. I like the way it comes down and then levels off. Great design, love it. And then also, on the right side only, everything else is symmetrical except for this. There's a little hidden pocket here with a zipper. Now it's just as deep as the main pocket. Let me get that down there a little further. And just as deep. And what I like about it, if I'm going to carry some cash on me, and if it's not in my wallet, some extra cash, I can throw it in here, zip it up, and not risk losing it by pulling something else out of your pocket, and all of a sudden some cash comes out. That's happened before. And so that kind of is a good design for things that you want to separate from your main pocket. Okay, so moving around. This is, a lot of people refer to these as a mag pocket. It'll fit an AR mag really well. I like putting my multi-tool up here. The thing I like about this pocket opposed to the back pocket is it's a little higher and it allows you to put something there without setting on it. So when you're you're sitting down, it's up a little higher so you're not sitting on the item that's in that pocket. So I usually use that for my multi-tool. And then here's your back pockets, which are standard, well, somewhat standard back pockets. They actually have a little feature that's cool too. It's got a lip. Now I won't be able to show you this lip, but it's about, oh, I don't know, probably 1.5 inches or more that can actually overlap onto a wallet if you have it in your back pocket, which makes it a little bit more secure. So that's a neat design as well. So usually these pockets I use for, like, you know, throwing my gloves in there when I'm out working or something like that, just more of a temporary thing. Going around to the other side, like I said, it's symmetrical. I forgot to mention on the other side also this little pocket, which has a little leather reinforcement on it. I've got my flashlight on this side. The other side I didn't have anything, but it's a good little pocket for, again, for a knife, a flashlight, a multi-tool, what have you. And it's out of the way as well when you're sitting. Now up here on this mag pocket, I've got my phone. I like to keep my phone on the right side. And again, it fits perfect and it's out of the way, you know, when I'm sitting down. So great place for the phone. I have other pants that this pocket's actually a little bit larger, and it's a good place for your phone as well. Okay, same front pocket. In this case, I've got, you know, a wallet, and I've got my key fob. So again, everything fits in here nice and roomy. So love the pockets. So anyway, that is the Vertx Delta Stretch 2.1. I actually have the 2.0s I've had for quite a few years. There's a little bit of difference in them, but they're just great pants. There is a light, an LT version of this pant for summertime. I haven't tried them yet, but I'm sure they're good as well. But again, highly recommend the Vertx. Okay, so this is the Free Rebel pant by Kuhl, K-U-H-L. And Kuhl, just like Vertx and some of the other companies I'm going to be talking about today, I buy more than just pants from these companies. They're very good companies, very good quality. I buy a lot of different things, whether it's other apparel or bags or you name it. They usually do a great job in whatever they do. So this is the Free Rebel, again by Kuhl. This is a more durable, less stretch type of material. The stitching is very, very good quality. Again, it's just a very durable fabric. So it's a great winter fabric. It's an okay summer. It's a little heavy, but I still like it even for the summer, especially when just doing a lot of work outside that's going to require that level of ruggedness. Okay, let's talk about the construction of this pant. One thing I would say is a negative in my opinion is they use a snap instead of a button. And the reason why I say that is, like I mentioned about going down a size, even though these don't have a lot of stretch, I did try a 33. I can wear them, but the snap keeps unsnapping. If you put enough pressure on it, it will unsnap. Or if you had a button, it would just take it, you know. So I will say that's somewhat of a negative. So the snap opposed to a button, I don't really care for it, but there's so much more I like about this pant that makes up for it. Okay, so let's start with the pockets. Even though this isn't as deep of a cut on this pocket as the Vertx had, it still is very roomy. So I've got my knife clipped over here and still have plenty of room to get through. The pockets may be a little less deep than the Vertx, but they're plenty deep, and they do have a fabric in there that's a very stretchy fabric for the lining of the pocket. So good job there with the quality. It does have the little, whether if you call that a pocket watch pocket back in the day or a coin pocket, it does have a pretty deep pocket there. It is deep enough to put your knife in. I'll show you with that. So it would hold the clip very well. So good little pocket there. I don't really use it, but you know, some people do. This pocket here is more of a taper. I think it's more of a pocket for a temporary storage. I do have my flashlight there because it's really the only place left on this pant to put it. But I do use it for that, but that's about it. Rear pockets are pretty standard. They're good and deep, but they're just pretty much standard rear pockets. There is no AR mag pocket that I'd referred to earlier, but that's okay. On this side, where they make up for it, is I love this width of this pocket. You know, the Vertx had a little smaller, little more narrow pocket. and this one allows me to put my phone in there. And I just think this is the perfect place to hold your phone. It's just at the right distance to pull it out. I don't mind it up here in a mag pocket, but this I think is the best. So if Vertx had this pocket, that'd probably be the perfect pant in my opinion. But I do like that. This pocket inside is just like the other. I've got my wallet and my key fob in here, and they're fine, and got my multi-tool clipped on as well. So again, plenty of room to get through there without rubbing too heavily on the multi-tool. All right, so that's it. That is the Kuhl, K-U-H-L, Kuhl Free Rebel color khaki. And I really do highly recommend these pants. I like them a lot. All right, here is another pant by Kuhl. Okay, this is called the Raddikl. It's a lighter weight pant than what I just showed you in the Free Rebel. Same design as far as the pockets, more or less. A pretty good durable fabric on the in the main areas, and then it's got an elastic sections down the leg and in the back. So it's a lighter weight fabric. It's more for summertime, hiking, that type of thing. I almost put it with the hiking pants, but it's got a little bit more covert tactical aspects to it, so I thought I'd keep it with this group. So anyway, going through the pockets. Similar pocket to the Rebel, but it's a little bit tighter, just a little bit smaller. So with the knife, it's still good. You still have good clearance. It's not bad. The fabric inside the pocket still the stretch fabric, so that's really good, really nice. Still have the little coin pocket there, but set a little bit lower, I believe. I don't use it anyway, but it is still present. Going around to the side here. Here is the tapered pocket that I've got the flashlight in, just like in the Rebel. And the back pockets, again, just a standard back pocket. They're pretty deep, good back pockets, but again, I don't use those for anything other than throwing gloves in or stuff like that. I really don't use my back pockets that much. Going to the other side, it's got the same pocket that I like for my phone that the Rebel had. So I really like that design that Kuhl has. Again, I wish those were on the Vertx as well. And this side, I've got my multi-tool, and now you can see the kind of the tightness in the pocket, trying to get your hand in with something a little bit wider than a knife. So it is just a little uncomfortable compared to the Free Rebel. But anyway, I still like it. It's not too bad. It's still, I love this style of pant. Again, this is a kind of a lighter weight version of the Rebel, and it's called the Raddikl, and I highly recommend it. Made by Kuhl. Okay, another pant by Kuhl. This is called the Renegade. Similar in weight to the Raddikl, the Kuhl Raddikl that I had shown earlier. But it doesn't have any stretch panels to it, but the whole fabric is a very lightweight. They call it their Duralux fabric. It's a two-way stretch, and it's nylon with a little bit of spandex. So very lightweight, good hiking pant, a good tactical hiking pant, I would say. And this is a 34, so it runs a little bit smaller. It fits me more like a 33. But this is a 34, okay? So very comfortable, a lot of give. Really like this as a very good hiking pant. All right, so let's look at the pockets. All right, so again, it's kind of a straight taper, which isn't bad. It really does still give me some good clearance on my knife. Now the pockets aren't as deep as some of the others. They are a mesh pocket, which is good for breathability. And here I just have my key fob in here. But they do stop a little short there compared to some of the others. But it's fine for me for hiking. I don't really need deep pockets. Now what's a little different on these is, and this is the reason why I believe it stops short, is there is a zippered pocket here that is not very deep either, but it comes in connection like right below the regular pocket. So here's that. And here's that, so a little bit of overlap there. I like this pocket. It's not big, but I like it for like if I'm hiking like a Cliff Bar or putting something in there like that. just to have handy. So I think that's a good location for that. Here you've got this, you know, kind of a tapered pocket like on some of the other Kuhls with my flashlight. On the back, just your standard back pockets. They do have a little bit of Velcro there. So if you need to secure something in there, you do have a little bit of Velcro. No mag pockets on this one. Other side, symmetrical. And then like the other Kuhl pants, you do have the phone pocket, which is a great location for that. Again, when you're sitting down, you're not sitting on it, it's out of the way. Your multi-tool, I have good clearance on the multi-tool as well. So, so good design on that pocket. All right, and then again on this side, another zip, just like on the other side. So good area to keep some little things that you would need while hiking. All right, so that's it. That is the Kuhl Renegade. And again, one of my favorites. Okay, this pant is from Vertx. Very good brand, very high quality gear. I've got some of their other gear, some coats, jackets, vests that I really enjoy. This is the only pair of pant I have from them. This is called their Palisade. It's no longer offered, but the Gamma LT, I believe, is very close. So I still wanted to show this pant. Very lightweight. It's called their Vertx fabric, fast dry fabric, very flexible. It's just a great hiking pant. Very low profile, not very tactical. The pockets, as you can see, are zipped. All of them are zipped. You got your standard pockets with a mesh lining, which is good. And then you got your zippered pockets down on the leg. That actually has a hidden volume pleat, they call it, which is a great idea. It keeps it low profile, but gives you some added volume without kind of having the pockets kind of pooching out, you know, and looking tactical, so to speak. So anyway, I think it's a very good pant. It does have a back pocket as well, which I typically don't use. But anyway, very comfortable. Vertx is a great name, and again, highly recommend for a very good hiking pant. Okay, next on the list is a pant by 511 called a Defender Flex 2.0. And this pant is, I would call it more of a commuter type pant. It's not as tactical, but it does have some really cool pockets that kind of lends itself to your EDC setup better than a normal pant. But I really fell in love with these guys about 5 years ago or so when they came out. Bought just about every color they had. And it really is kind of like wearing jeans, but a little dressed up from the jeans. So if your job is kind of a casual type of dress, or if you're just kind of going out and want to do something a little bit more than jeans, this really is the way to go. Now this also comes in jeans. So they do have a jean option, or blue jean option, I guess you'd say. And the cut is in a slim or a standard cut. This is actually the slim. I have both. And so anyway, it's pretty basic, except this does have the mag pockets I referred to earlier, which is kind of cool. That makes it a little different than just a normal pair of pants. But everything else is pretty typical. There is some good stretch in here, which I like as well. But let's go with the pockets. You know, your standard, just like blue jeans pocket. Not too bad. I can get through. I can get past the knife pretty good. Got a key fob in here. And then the coin pocket is actually a little bit larger than the ones I've shown previous in this video. In fact, if I put my knife in there, you can see it goes down about a good 1/2 inch below the edge there. So good, deep, wide pocket there. So that could be used for more things than your standard little coin pocket. So I do like that. Move around to the side here. Again, here's that mag pocket that I referred to. I've got my flashlight in there. There is no lower pocket on these. It's just that pocket, then your standard back pocket. Okay. And then going around to the other side, again, it's symmetrical. I keep my phone on this side, so I do like that pocket at that height. That's good. Again, I like a lower one if it had it, but this is more, again, even more covert than a typical tactical pant. So I do like it for certain circumstances. Now here is my multi-tool, which shows now it is a little tight getting in there with the multi-tool. I mean, you can do it, you just rub against it, so it is a little bit tight. So if you want to put your phone in your front pocket, you could put multi-tool back here or put it back with your flashlight if you carry both. So anyway, many colors that comes in, and again, a couple different cuts, and it comes in denim as well. Again, 511 Defender Flex 2.0. Okay guys, this is another pant by 511. It is called the Apex. Very, very comfortable pant. This is leaning more towards the tactical end. I wouldn't say it's overt yet, but it's going in that direction. But everything's still very low profile, so it's definitely a covert selection. They use what's called their 511's Flex Tack mechanical stretch canvas with a Teflon finish. So very durable, somewhat, you know, I'd say a little rain resistant, not waterproof. It's not a rain pant by no means, but it does give you some protection. And it's just a very comfortable pant for training or even every day. It's a very good pant. So let's talk about the pockets. All right, so one thing I really like, is I love this design of this pocket. It's like the Vertx had that I showed you earlier. So it gives you plenty of room to get in over the knife or multi-tool, whatever you have. And the lining is a stretch fabric, which is cool. And here I've got my key fob. So plenty of room in that pocket. Over to the side or in the back, you've got your mag pockets like I showed earlier. Really like these. And then your standard just back pocket, which this one's maybe not quite as deep as some, but it really doesn't matter to me as I don't really use them that much. The other side is, again, symmetrical. It's where I keep my phone. I think it's a great place. Again, when you're sitting down, it doesn't get in the way. And then I've got my multi-tool on this side. And again, even with the multi-tool, a lot of good, good ample room to get your hand in there. And I've got my wallet in there. Okay. Now, going to the side pockets. They're well designed. There's some good room. I don't use these that often unless I'm doing some kind of training, but it does have retention in there also for other items. It's got 2 compartments in there that are separate, so you can put mags in there or other items that you want to keep separate from the main area of the pocket. It zips up in a nice low profile way. So again, doesn't scream tactical pant, but has a lot of the functionality of a tactical pant. Okay. So that's it. That's the Apex from 511. Again, one of my favorites. Okay, guys, here's a pant that's very overt. This is a tactical pant, good training pant, good combat pant. This is made by a company called UF Pro. They're out of the UK. This is called their Striker XT Gen2. There is a Gen 3 out now. But this is a Gen 2. I've had these for about a year and a half, maybe, and used them on a number of occasions in doing some training. But love it. I'm not going to do this justice because there's so much to talk about here. I'm going to try to condense it into a short period of time here. So we'll just go through the highlights. Very durable fabric. Very well designed. There is some stretch areas in here on the back. You can see the color difference. A lot of stretch here in this area makes it very, very comfortable. As far as pockets, there's pockets galore. There's tons of pockets. There's also stretch in the waist as well. Double belt loops. I mean, it's just, this thing is made so well. So as far as the pockets, let's go through the pockets. Nice, deep, wide pockets, okay? There's really no reason to clip onto this pocket. There's so many other options available. Here's another smaller pocket where I keep a knife. This is a much larger knife than what I was showing on the other videos. so it's very deep. But down below the normal pocket on the leg, this pocket can be entered from the top or from the side. It's the same pocket. It's got retention for AR magazines or anything else you want to retain in the pocket. Now this design is cool that if you're driving and your leg is in this orientation, instead of going in from this way, you can go in from this way. So there's a lot of thought that's gone into the design of these pants. Pockets on the front, small deep pocket here. I've got this flashlight, then a more secure pocket with a button here as well. Same thing on this side. There's a multi-tool. Again, on the leg, same as the other side, and same with the normal pocket and the smaller pocket here. The back does have pockets with Velcro closures, so it makes it a little secure. Again, I never really use the back pockets. Okay. Other features, there is, as far as pockets go, there is another pocket. Actually down here on the leg, there's a zipper that helps taper down the back leg around the boot. Then there's also a pocket right in here. That's a little hidden there that zips up. Okay, so good little pocket there. And it's good for if you're in a knelt position, you have access to that pocket really well. So again, very well thought out. Behind the knee, there's actually a cinching that you can bring this in to make it a little tighter, like I have it here. And then in the knees, it does receive knee pads that you can get from UF Pro. So these go in there. Then there's another layer that can go on top of here that has more of a hard shell if you desire that. I just usually use a softer shell. So great knee pads. They go in from the top here. This unzips, it goes right in. Very easy to take in and remove, to put in and remove. Okay. All right, so that's it. These are, again, the Striker XT UF Pro. Very comfortable pant, very well designed, and highly recommend them. Okay, I think that's going to wrap it up. Hope you got something out of this. It was my first time doing an apparel review, so to speak. But anyway, I had a great time doing it, and I want to do some more, maybe in the areas of shoes and boots, outerwear, that type of thing, with companies like Vertx and Kuhl and Vertx. These are all great companies, and I think they make high quality products, and I really have enjoyed the products I have purchased from them. So I want to share it with you. So please, if you haven't done so already, like and subscribe. We really appreciate the support. It's been great, and we hope to do more content. We've really been busy. Life has gotten in the way, as always, but we hope to do more content on a lot of things. I have so many things I want to do. It's just taking the time to do them. But thanks for watching, and have fun out there.